I'm going to be as clear as I can with this. The Republican Party, especially the Republicans in the Senate and the House, all of them who are loyal to Donald Trump, are 100% responsible for what happened in Cincinnati, Ohio. The attack in the FBI building there. They are 100% responsible for what happened. They radicalized him. He went there with the pure intention of killing FBI agents after an entire week. An entire week of him listening to Republicans scream, huff, and holler about how the FBI has treated their leader, Donald Trump, starting with the search on Monday, August the 8th. They're responsible for that. And now here we are, days later, and we're still receiving... Now, this is nothing new. The FBI receives threats all the time. Law enforcement agencies probably receive threats almost every week. But when you have a sitting president, a former president, and sitting members of Congress and the Senate screaming as loud as they can, repeating those very same lies that radicalized this man, it becomes a very serious problem. And they're still doing it, even now, days after the attack. They're still doing it now, even now that the warrant has been unsealed. Still screaming the same lie after lie after lie. They're still screaming those lies. And they're screaming at them so loudly, so destructively, that they won't stop. That more lives are going to be lost, potentially lost, all because they repeated a lie. A lie that has been already debunked by the evidence that's been presented and the evidence that has been found at Mar-a-Lago. And as for the shooter, who got himself killed, let's not BS each other about this. Who got himself killed on Thursday, August the 11th. Let's not BS each other about this. Did he die for freedom? No. Did he die trying to stop an oppressive government from destroying innocent people? No. Did he die saving lives, as law enforcement officers do every day, as the FBI agents that he was planning to kill do every day? No, he didn't die for that, for any of those reasons. He didn't die for noble reasons. He died because he listened to the lies of the Republican Party and Donald Trump himself. Every single one of them need to be held accountable for those lies that led to this attack. Now, thank God he didn't kill anyone, mind you. No one except only himself. Suicide by a cop, no doubt. He is dead. His family left in ruins. Now, don't misunderstand me. I have no sympathy for the son of a bitch. He got himself killed because he decided to listen to lies. But his family has to live with the stain and the disgrace of their husband, their father, being dead because he decided to listen to lies. It's no different whatsoever than what Ashley Babbitt did. The girl there, the MAGA girl that the Donald Trump and his idiotic supporters are trying to put on a pedestal after January 6th. It is no different whatsoever. Donald Trump and his allies have been screaming and screaming lies to people who they know will bite those lies and buy those lies and eat them up. They know that, and they knew exactly what they were doing before after the search happened. They knew something. If they can say this, people will believe it. Now, I'm not going to buy the BS excuse of theirs saying that we didn't know that they were going to do this. We didn't know they were going to do all that. They knew. They had to have known. They had to have known that the Donald Trump supporters were going to go this far. They had to have known, but they did anyway, all for the sake of Donald Trump. This guy is going to be buried, possibly in an unmarked grave. But if there was a gravestone that I would put on his tombstone right now, it would say, "I died for Donald Trump. I died for Donald Trump. I died for the lies of Donald Trump and the Senate and the Republican senators and congressmen. I died for Trump." That is the worst reason to fight and die for Donald Trump's lies. And for the members of the Senate and Congress, especially, there are two people I want to call out right now, and you already know who I'm about to talk about. Mary Jean Taylor Greene, the idiotic, religious nut job who probably hasn't picked up a Bible in over 40 years, maybe, and I'm being incredibly, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind about that, says that she's drafted impeachment articles against Merrick Garland, the Attorney General. What exactly is your grounds for that? Especially after what we know and what we see now that Donald Trump has done. The evidence that's been collected at Mar-a-Lago. What exactly is your grounds for impeachment? Because you don't like the guy, or because he's doing his job, or is it because he offended your fragile freaking sensibilities while going after your Lord and Master Donald Trump? Is that it? You see Donald Trump as the persecuted one, as Jesus was persecuted? That is a very dangerous line to cross off screen. If that's what you think about what Donald Trump is going through right now, because if that's the case, then you really need to get back into church and get out of Congress and get back into church right now and understand what the persecution is that Christ went through. Either that or go to your nearest streaming service and download the movie Passion of the Christ. And then you'll see persecution and of Christ right then and there. And as for you, Jim Jordan, this guy went out on all week on Fox News screaming about how Trump is being persecuted, the FBI is being weaponized, blah blah blah, yak yak yak. This is going way beyond partisan politics. This has gone way beyond party before country. This has gone way beyond all of that. And I need to know right now, Jordan, what the hell has this guy gotten on you? What the hell does Donald Trump and the rest of his sycophant family have on you? Because quite frankly, I can't think of anything that would make me sell my soul to this guy. What is it, insider trading? You're getting rich while getting in Congress, stealing money from people? Does he have photos of you having sex with animals or something? Or is it the fact that somehow the Ohio State wrestling controversy we've been hearing all about, when you are in the very center of, is much much worse than we can possibly imagine. Is it that, Jordan? Because I can't think of anything or any possible reason why you keep defending this bastard, especially after the evidence has been uncovered. Especially the fact that he could possibly go to jail over this. Maybe not. Maybe not the jail sentence he should get. Lord knows he deserves a hell of a lot more. But at least there'll be enough to get him in prison, get him off the streets and out of our lives. So what the hell does this guy have on you? Does he have pictures of you being? Does he know that you lied about, that you didn't do anything about the Ohio State rape accusations? Or, and you can sue me about this if you want, because I really don't care, and I would love to get your ass in a courtroom, Jordan. Is it the fact that you took place in it? That you actually had a hand in raping those boys? Because that's about the only thing I can think of that would get me to sell my soul to a monster like Trump if he had something that bad on me. But as of right now, and I have no problems with saying this whatsoever, the Republican Party is right now the number one threat, not only to our democracy or to our constitutional republic, whichever way you want to call it. They're not just a threat to American lives. They've become a threat to all of humanity now. And I'm not being hyperbole when I say this. They have made it so clear that if Donald Trump, to borrow a euphemism from Donald Trump from his first campaign, that he could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and get away with it and his poll numbers would go up. I'm going to go even further than that. Donald Trump would let this country burn down, even if it meant him doing it himself, holding the match and the gas can. Burn our country down, and you Republicans have made it to the point where you won't do a damn thing about it to stop him. But you blame everyone else. You'll blame American citizens. You'll blame former presidents. You'll blame, hell, you'll blame the freaking air if it goes that far. As long as it doesn't go against Donald Trump. As long as it's not about Trump, and that's all there is to it. Walk away. But understand this. You have shown yourself to be an existential threat to the national security of this country. A threat that this country needs to take seriously here and now. Because right now, the Republican Party is poised to take the Senate and the House back unless some huge miracles happen. And quite honestly, after the midterms, I don't think this country will survive if they do. Because their agenda isn't helping the American people. It's about helping Donald Trump only. Now, I'm going to just say this now. I'm calling out any Republican who wants to debate me on that, who wants to prove that I'm wrong, to do so right here on YouTube, live. If you got the you-know-whats to defend your position, to defend Donald Trump, go for it. But I'm just asking to debate you. It's not like I'm asking you to drive 100 miles and try to kill me, just like that asshole did in Cincinnati. No, no, no. I'm asking for a nice, simple debate. If you can't handle that, then your opinions are worth less than crap to me. You can handle that? Then we talk. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.